Hello students, we finished with probability last time. We're going to start with the 8th lesson, linear inequalities this time. Okay, this is the 8th lesson. After this, you just have one lesson in maths too. So this is the name of the chapter. This is the 8th lesson and it's linear inequalities. So what are we going to do in this lesson is basically we learn about linear inequality, of course, as the title of the name says, the solutions of the linear inequalities, uh, their graphical representation of the equations, how does it look, and we'll find out the solution using a graphical representation, and we'll also try to find out solution of system of linear inequalities in more than one variable, like for two variables as well. Of all the time, I kept saying linear inequality, inequality. What do you mean by inequality? See, there are many signs, right? These signs we keep using so many times in maths. This is equal. This is less than. This is greater than. This is less than equal to. This is greater than equal to. So all these signs, no, are somewhere we use in maths, correct? But this one, only this one is something called as equal to sign, which gives you exact equal idea about the quantities. Suppose if I tell you, like I compare the price of 3 apple is equal to price of 6 oranges. मतलब when I'm comparing and I'm telling you 3 apples का जो price है और 6 oranges का जो price है वो दोनों same ही है. अगर ये 100 rupees है तो वो भी 100 rupees ही है. So when I use the word equal to, it gives me an exact idea, the clear idea that these two are exactly equal. The amount are exactly equal. But in case if I say something like this, the price of 4 apples is greater than 5 oranges. Okay, price of 4 apple is greater than price of 5 oranges. So what is it telling me? The price of apples are more, right? 4 apple का जो price है वो ज़्यादा है as compared to 5 oranges. Likewise, this thing if I use or this thing or this thing. So these four symbols you basically are what is called as inequalities. Okay, inequalities, which means we don't use it that when they are equal, but when we have to say that ये वाला थोड़ा more है, yeah, this one is slightly lesser than the previous one, that time you'll use these quantities. Now let me just give you an example. Suppose there is a person called as Ramesh. Okay, he goes to the market with 100 rupees in his pocket. Okay, he goes to the market to with 100 rupees in his pocket for what? For buying chocolates. All right. Now, if the price of one, he goes to the shop and then asks the shopkeeper. Shopkeeper बोलता है कि price of one chocolate is rupees 15. Okay, price of one chocolate is rupees 15. Now, so he has to calculate. Correct. He's just got 100 rupees in his pocket and the shopkeeper tells him that he has price of one chocolate is 50 rupees. He should be careful enough, itna maths to isko aana chahiye, such that he should only buy those many number of chocolates since the price of one chocolate is 15. Say if he buys x number of chocolates, okay, the price should be lesser than 100. Correct, it can either be lesser than or it can be equal to. Now since this is a very chota wala equation, so we know that 15 6 is 90. Correct, 15 6 90 matlab he can only buy 6 chocolates and then 10 chocolate will be 10 rupees will be still in his pocket. So that number should not go beyond 100. अगर उसने 7 chocolates ले लिया तो 7 chocolates का price क्या होता है? 15 7 से 105 होता है. But he just got 100 rupees in his pocket, so 105 remaining 5 rupees is not having, right? So he can only buy 6 number of chocolates. Since this is a small equation, we can easily understand. So what will come in this equation is he can, if he buys x number of chocolates. Now since this equation is small, as I said, so we know that the value of x is equal to 6. But otherwise, if he buys x number of chocolates in such a way that that amount should not exceed 100. Okay, the amount should not exceed 100. मतलब 100 से ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए prices of the chocolate. So this is the major linear inequality when we consider this case of Ramesh buying chocolates. Okay. Now, this was only one variable. Why did I tell it one variable? Because they're only talking about chocolates. अगर question में दिया होता कि he is wanting to buy chocolates and wafers, whatever it is, chocolates and wafers, so two things. So then I will denote chocolates को X and wafers को Y. Okay, so if there are two things or one thing, that you have to be careful. Now suppose the next question. Okay, so this one was the first thing, and the second one. Suppose Radhika, okay? Radhika has rupees 200. This person has 200, and what is she wanting to buy? She is wanting to buy notebooks and pens. Okay, this girl wants to buy notebooks and pens. So now the cost of one notebook is 40 rupees, and cost of one pen is 20 rupees. Okay, now as I said in the previous question, we only had one variable because they were only talking about chocolates. But this case we have notebooks and pens, so I think by now you must have been like clear that we have to use two variables, one for notebooks and one for pens. Suppose she right, Radhika, she buys X number of notebooks. Okay, if she buys X notebooks and Y pens. Alright, so how will be the equation? The equation will be 40x. So she has to give this much money. How many? One notebook is 40 rupees. She is buying X number of notebooks. So total amount spent for notebooks is 40 into X 40. And she's also buying pens, right? The cost of one pen is 20 rupees. And she has bought Y number of pens. So that will be 20Y. And this amount should not go beyond 200, right? So when you solve this, you can always have that amount equal to 200 also. So that is why that is less than or equal to. All right. अभी previous question में we knew that that amount can never be equal to 100 because you can never buy chocolates into pieces, right? You can either buy 6 chocolates or you can either buy 7 chocolates. अगर मैंने 6 chocolates लिया, so it will be 90 rupees, which is less than 100. या अगर मैंने 7 chocolates लिया, तो it will be 105, which is more than 100, which we don't want. Hence, there is no inequality wala sign here, but otherwise here it is always possible, okay, to have this thing, number of chocolates exactly when you buy this, and then the answer is exactly equal to 200. So you have 40x plus 20y is less than or equal to 200. Okay, so now these two equations that we just did, 15x or ye 40x wala, these are nothing but inequalities, as I said. So inequalities mein these symbols can come. I'm just repeating what I just told you all right now. These types of symbol, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. So these are called as inequality, and the above statements are also called as inequality. So some more examples, if you see, not just in terms of equations involving variable. For example, if I just tell you something like this, of course, 9 is always greater than 5. That time you cannot write greater than or equal to, right? So that's wrong because we know that 9 is clearly greater than, strictly greater than 5. Strictly, we'll come to that a little later. Suppose I have an equation x is less than 5. So we know that x can take values 1, 2, 3, 4. अगर positives है तो, otherwise if they tell you whole number, then it can also take 0. Negatives भी आ सकते हैं. So that depends on the criteria. Okay. So these are few examples where you're using strict inequalities. Now, suppose equations that not like these. Okay, not like 9 is greater than 5. The above examples that we just did. 40x plus 20y is greater than or equal to 20, 200, something like that. Or examples like these, x minus y is less than 2. So this is nothing but a linear equation, right? Linear equation that can involve either one variable or it can involve two variables. But what do you mean by linear? Linear is always when the power of the equation, the highest power, is equal to 1. Like how we do quadratic like this, we have no x square plus 3x plus 5, which is equal to 0, something like this. So when the power is equal to 2, that time you call it quadratic. But when the highest power is equal to 1, we call it linear. Okay. So whenever you have linear expression which involves inequalities, or to be more precise, inequalities that involve linear expression, are called linear inequalities. So the examples are something like this: x is greater than 3. Here I'm only using one variable. Or sometimes something like this: y is less than 5. I'm just using one variable. Or the this example that I just gave you over there, something like this: this is also linear because the highest power is 1, but here we're using two variables, so that is okay. Okay, so an equality can contain one variable or more than one variable, so that depends. Like the example that we took, chocolates, where we only needed one variable, but when they said notebooks and pens, we needed two variables. They may give us some more quantities as well: notebook, pen, pencil, eraser, something like that, books, textbooks. So we'll have those many number of required variables according to our question, according to the condition given. Okay, so we can have more than one variable. And not just that, it can be there's no condition that it has to be linear only. It can be quadratic as well, but this lesson will be majorly focusing on linear only. So quadratic may be something like this, can always be there. Quadratic, as I just said, how it looks like. So this will be called as something like this. Will be called as a quadratic inequality. We call this quadratic equation because it's equal, something equal to 0 or equal to 5, whatever it is. So that's called as a quadratic equation. This will be called as a quadratic inequality. All right. A few things like this thing I have already uh, you know uh, told you all, something like this: x is less than 3 or 3x minus 5 is greater than 5. These types of signs: strictly less than, strictly greater than, we're sure that the value is not going to decrease that certain limit, or the value is not going to increase at certain limit. So these are called as strict inequalities. Okay, strict inequality, जैसे मैंने ऊपर लिखा था 9 is strictly greater than 5. We know that, right? It can never be, we can never say 9 is greater than or equal to 5. We can't say that, right? Because we know that 9 is definitely more than 5. Okay, and the next one, these are called as strict inequalities, please remember. And sometimes when we use equations like this: 2x plus y, which is greater less than or equal to 4, or 3x minus 5, which is greater than or equal to 6. So these types of equation, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, they are called as slack inequalities. Okay, they called as slack inequalities. Please remember, strict inequalities, ये तो easily याद रह जाएगा because it's strictly less than or greater than, and these are less than or equal to or greater than or equal to are called as slack inequalities. Okay, so you can have any inequalities of those types, as I said, with linear, with quadratic, more than one variable, one variable. So you can have many such equations of such type, but mostly as the name of this lesson focuses on linear inequality, so we will only be focusing on linear and not quadratic. So just that you should know, and it is given in the textbook, so I've told you. Now let us come to a new topic. I mean, it's continued but slightly new. Solution of linear inequality. Huh. What do you mean by solution of a linear inequality? Now, suppose if you have a statement like this, suppose we have 3x is equal to 6. Now, this is a very small statement. We can always find out the value of x. What is x? X is nothing but 6 divided by 3, so x is equal to 2. 3 to the 6, it's a very simple statement. So x is nothing but called as the solution of this equation. Yes, x is called as the solution of this equation. So what do you mean by solution of that equation? को हम कैसे बोलते हैं? The value of this variable. This is x, right? This is a variable, correct? So value of this variable that makes it a true statement. That makes it a true statement, that is called as a solution of that equation. अगर मैंने x के जगह पे इधर suppose I put 3, okay, 3 into 3, does that give me 6? No, right? So that is making the statement false. Okay, so that is called as solution of the equation. Now let us come and deal with solution of inequality. This was solution of linear equation, but we are dealing with linear inequality, right? So it's the same thing. The value or the values, अब जैसे यहाँ पे सिर्फ x है, राइट. बट अगर दो वेरिएबल होता तो वो वैल्यूज हो जाते हैं ना, बिकॉज ये प्लूरल. So value or bracket में s. Okay, there is no s over here. Value or s means it can either be value or values, मतलब singular या plural, whatever it is, of the variable making the inequality a true statement. Are called solutions of the inequality. Okay, now abhi, in case if you have more than one variable, as I said, x and y, x, y and z agar tumhare paas hai, so all those set of all equations or set of all solutions of the inequality will be called as solution set. Solution set also we have done in the school days, that is also over. So right, no equation agar x comma y milta hai, so iska equation लिख दो 1 comma 2, something like that. So that is nothing but called as solution set. It is nothing but the set of all solutions of the inequality this time. Okay, now for example, let us understand the solution and solution set, everything in a little more detail. Now, suppose if I have a question like this. Now, as we are, as I said, precisely we're dealing with inequalities in this lesson. I'm only picking up inequalities wale examples right now. For example, this is the linear inequality they have given us. What do you think can be the solution of this equation? The previous question that I gave you, 3x is equal to 6, x ka answer was only equal to 2. That was very, easy, because that was the only solution possible for the equation. X is equal to 2 was the only correct answer which can make the statement a true statement. Now, what about this one? X minus 2 is greater than or equal to 0. This is the same thing like how we do it in terms of uh, equality also. Equality में हम क्या करते हैं? We always try to keep all the variables together one side and numbers on the other side, right? So let us do the same thing over here also. X on one side or the variables on one side. Let us try to push all the numbers on the other side. So this becomes x is greater than or equal to 2. Okay, x is greater than or equal to 2, they're telling you. So what all values of x can the equation take such a way that this equation is a true equation, because that is what the meaning of the solution is, right? That is what we've done just now. So what do you think can the x take and values, what do you think the values that x can take in order to make this statement a true statement? We just now saw uh, all the values that are greater than 2, right? X is greater than or equal to 2. Greater than or equal to 2 matlab 2 is okay, 3 is okay, 4 is okay, 4, 5, 6, so on and so forth. All those values are okay. There are all the values that are greater than or equal to 2. Is 1 okay? No, 1 is not okay. Is 1.999 okay? No, this is also not okay, because this is less than 2, correct? Is 2.01 okay? Yes, that is also okay, because this is also greater than 2, correct? So x can take these values: 2.1, 2.011, 2.02, 2.03, 2.033, 2.044. Oh my god, there are infinitely many values that x can take to make the solution a true statement. Are you understanding? So when you have this type of linear inequality, there are infinitely many solutions. I hope you understand the meaning of infinitely many solution. Infinitely मतलब बहुत 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 ज्यादा, तुम काउंट ही नहीं कर सकते हो. अब जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे देखो 2.01 बोला है, 2.02 बोला है, 2.011 भी हो सकता है, 2.012 भी हो सकता है, 2.013. So all these values, सब 2.0, right? 2.011 भी हो सकता है, 2.012 भी हो सकता है, 2.013 भी हो सकता है. So all these values are actually, I don't know why am I writing this decimal over here. 2.013. So all these values can be greater than 2. So 2 और 3 के बीच में मेरे को इतने सारे values मिल रहे हैं. 2.5, 2.6, 2.51, 2.52. So many values I'm getting. So how many values you will have between 3 and 4? Between 4 and 5, 5 and 6. Oh god, infinitely many, no? Infinitely many means many, 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 like something that is beyond you can count. beyond countable. Okay, so then you have those many values. So infinitely many solutions for all real values of x. Okay, infinitely many solutions for all real values of x. Real values, as I said, real means everything, decimal, fraction, all those values. So these are all decimals, right? Decimals can also come, fractions can also come. So these real values, okay, for this equation is the solution set of this inequality. Now suppose that previous one was a little easy, but in case अगर तुम्हारे पास कोई ऐसा इक्वेशन है, okay, x square plus 4 is less than or equal to 0. What do we do to find out the value of the equations? We just did it above. We'll try to separate the equation and then it's the numbers on the other side so that it is easy for us to find out. X square is less than or equal to minus 4. Can you tell me any value? Uska square has to be less than or equal to minus 4. No, it is not possible, right? Because whenever you're taking squares are always positive numbers. 1 हो, 2 हो, 3 हो. इसका स्क्वायर कितना है 1, 2 का स्क्वायर कितना है 4, 3 का स्क्वायर कितना है 9. सपोज अगर मैंने नेगेटिव नंबर लिया -5, -5 का स्क्वायर कितना है -5 into -5, that is still going to give me 25. So square of any number is always positive. Okay, this number is always positive, and you are saying that this number is actually lesser than a negative number. How can a positive number be lesser than a negative number? This is wrong, right? So in reality, it has got no real value as its solution, which can make the above statement a true statement. Okay. It is in case of reals only. Okay, in R only we're dealing. R is nothing but real, as I said. That's not possible in real number system. No real value to have that x can take as its solution to make the above statement a true statement. I suppose now solution and solution set everything is clear. Okay. Um, Okay, so I think there are a few rules now that we have to see. Um, Let us see an important rules or important results which will help us in doing the problems. Now suppose if you have two real numbers, if A and B belonging to real, and if B is not equal to 0, okay, B is not equal to 0, then you'll always have, if these two are real numbers and B is not equal to 0, then A into B will always, then you have A into B greater than 0, or A by B is greater than 0, then which will imply A and B both have the same sign. Okay, A and B both will have the same sign. Now, what does this mean? I'll just take an example and I'll make you understand. Okay, suppose A and B are two real numbers. Suppose I'll take A is 3 and B is 2. What are they telling you? ये दोनों greater than, अगर ये दोनों greater than 0 है, और if you have this thing is greater than 0, मतलब A and B will always have the same sign. मतलब ये दोनों दोनों positive है, दोनों positive हो सकते हैं या दोनों negative हो सकते हैं. For example, if I write 3 into 2, right, A into B, that is always greater than 0, or 3 by 2, that's 1.5, which is always greater than 0. So if I have these two numbers, product of those two numbers, or if you divide the two numbers, if that is positive, then the sign of the numbers will always be same. या तो दोनों नेगेटिव या तो दोनों पॉजिटिव. अब जैसे मैंने यही लिया है, 6 is greater than 0. So what does that mean? That can also mean that A is -3 and B is -2, right? Because -3 into -2 also gives me 6, and -3 divided by -2 also gives me 3 by 2, which is equal to 1 by 5. So that is again greater than 0. Are you understanding? So A and B will both have the same sign. ये positive है तो वो भी positive, this is negative, then that will also be negative. Now the next result is exactly ulta. This one was for when either this or that is equal to 0, and the next one will be lesser than 0 के लिए. For example, if AB is less than 0 or A by B is less than 0, which will imply A and B have opposite signs. Okay, A and B will have opposite signs. Now what does it mean that product of two numbers is less than 1? Suppose a product of two numbers is less than 0, right? Less than 0 matlab it is actually a negative number. So let us have minus 6. Okay, so product of two numbers, so we know that minus 3 into 2 gives me minus 6. Okay, so when you divide this also, or else A by B, so that is minus 3 by 2, that will also give me a negative number, minus zero point 0.5, right? So they should always have opposite signs. या फिर उल्टा 3 and minus 2 के साथ भी this case only happens. So then you have to be careful. अगर this is less than 0, so then they'll have opposite sign. एक प्लस है तो दूसरा वाला माइनस, एक माइनस है तो दूसरा वाला प्लस. Or else if both are like greater than 0 के लिए you have the same sign. I think if you understand one, then the next one you can easily write. Correct. Now the next result is, this is result B. That was result A, and you had two sub criterions. If A is a positive real number, okay, that is A is greater than 0. All right, if A is greater than 0, then you have few results, a few results to remember. Mod x is less than A if and only if minus A less than x less than A. All right, mod x is less than A if and only if minus A is less than x or less than A. The second one, if you have it, if mod x is less than or equal to A if and only if IFF is if and only if. Okay, I'll tell you the meaning of that. Less than A, less than or equal to X, less than or equal to A. These two statements are somewhat the similar. अगर यहाँ पे strict है तो इधर भी strict inequalities है. इधर अगर slack है तो यहाँ पे भी slack inequality है. Now IFF is nothing but if and only if. IFF is nothing but if and only if. If and only if मतलब see it's both the way possible. अगर ये है तो ये हो सकता है, या दिस इज गिवन देन दिस यू कैन अज्यूम इट टू बी ट्रू. मतलब ये है तो ये होगा, ये है तो ये भी होगा, लाइकवाइज. ओके, that is what it means by if and only if. Let me come to the third one. So if you have abhi next wala mein, if mod x is greater than A if and only if. Now don't think that यहाँ पे sign reverse हुआ है तो so here it will be x is greater than minus A or x is greater than A. All right, mod x is greater than A means then if and only if you will have either this or this. X can be greater than minus A or x can be greater than A. Now the fourth one, mod x is greater than or equal to A. Now again the same thing, if and only if x is sorry, this is less than 1 is less, right? It is less than or minus A. So here you will have less than or equal to minus A or x is greater than or equal to plus A. So all this you don't have to by heart it. वैसे तो तुमको like it's like clear. For I'll just give you an example of the first one, and then I think the